Let's talk about version control systems in software development. Version control, also known as revision control or source control, is a system to manage code changes and other related information. In any software project, we need a logical way to organize code, manage code changes, and identify who made the changes in the code. As you can imagine, if you write code for a living, the source code is usually your ultimate benchmark for progress. In any software team, large or small, when multiple engineers need to work on the same codebase, version control could get quite complicated. For example, after a long day of writing code, you want to submit the changes to the codebase. This is true for your other coworkers who want to submit their codes to the codebase as well. How do we ensure all the changes could be submitted at the same time? How do we track which issue or feature the code change is supposed to address? What if other engineers submit conflicting changes at the same time? How do we resolve that conflict? The list goes on, but as you could see, some of the major features of version control has to do with tracking issues, safely revert changes when needed, and safely consolidate multiple changes at the same time. There are also other considerations for the type of version control system in the software development. Some of the main ones are scalability of the system between a centralized or distributed platform. A centralized system is easier to control, secure, and manage from the company's perspective, since the codebase is in a centralized location. It is easier to enforce integrity of the code and put proper security around this asset. However, a centralized system is harder to scale. When it is slow or broken, all software progress stales. As mentioned, we need to be able to track the changes in the code. If a piece of code makes its way into the system anonymously, either by accident or on purpose, it would be difficult to make improvement, bug track, or maintain it in the future. So accountability is very important. How easy is it to collaborate on the version control system? Can it support engineers working in isolation? Or do we need them to constantly be connected to the system? Lastly, how much change history can the system keep? This is certainly an important trade-off between resource overhead and ease of tracking.